That's an amazing play right there.
Yeah.
A well-oiled team, know your personnel and what your teammates are going to do and going to be. That was nice.
Cavs go to 29-4, 8-game win streak, 9-0 versus the West. Gerald Allen goes for 27. Donovan Mitchell goes for 26. Evan Mobley, 20. Austin Reeves, what a night for him, 35, 10, and 9. Let's hear from J.J. Redick and speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
JJ, a lot of those looks in the second half from the Cleveland seemed to be hitting. It seemed like you were decently well contested, whether it was the Strus ones or the Mitchell ones. How did you feel about the shot quality that they were getting overall for their looks and relative to yours, which didn't seem to fall?
They have some really good shot makers on their team, and I thought overall our defense. In terms of execution, physicality, intensity was good. It's funny, you think about some of those threes they made and some of the threes we missed. They were obviously able to generate 11 more, but it's really the difference in the game. If you're going to have that level of disparity from the three-point line, the only way to really counteract that is to get a really high amount of free throw attempts and them have no free throw attempts, and we didn't get that tonight. It's you thought we generated good looks, and they didn't go down.
Some of their run for the end of the third to the start of the fourth, I think it was 19-5, involved them make some of those threes you're referring to. Do you think that was kind of what created the separation there?
Yeah, I mean, I would point to two segments there. The Strus, hitting those 3 threes in a row, and again that segment prior was really up and down, and we were able to get it to 2, and they called timeout. Then he hit 3. Garland hits 1. We were able to get it back to a 1-point game at 79-78. And then Niang gets an offensive rebound, and they bang another 3. And then we just weren't able to get any closer to that than that. And I thought our guys had really good spirit and continued to compete and gave ourselves a chance to be right there at the end. We didn't get a stop coming out of the timeout. And it was 114-107, but Austin had a great look that, out of the after timeout play that really, I'll live with that all day. It was wide open, top of the key, and he was having a night, so could have cut it to 4 right there. We certainly had our chances, and really believe this against teams as good as Cleveland. You have to play close to perfect basketball. They're not going to let you beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. They really believe in what they're doing, and you look at some of the numbers there. Mitchell hit some threes, but Mitchell, Garland didn't have great shooting nights. I thought our guys did a good job. We just were really bad with our veers, and we were really bad with our low man, Allen and Mobley there at the rim. It's really hurt us as well, besides the threes.
JJ, offensively, with big long stretches with either Dorian or Shake on the court, how much of the way you wanted to play and the things you want to run were you able to with 2 new players and kind of the structure of your team changing?
Yeah, really just tried to simplify it, just partially because the going small with those groups when Shake was out there. They're really just trying to play middle of the floor, 2-man action, trying to get behind the defense, space the floor behind, and thought that would give us an opportunity to generate some threes. But so in terms of organization level, it was very simple, and it wasn't anything that we wanted to overcomplicate. And again, like I told you guys before the game, Jackson's going to play. It's just tonight was we thought that would be an opportunity when they had one big on the floor to just create some space and try to get some threes up.
The Lakers' first game of 2025 is on Thursday night, taking on the Blazers at home. Tip-off is at 7:30 here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Our pregame coverage gets you started at 6:30. Much more ahead. The Lakers close out the year with a loss to the Cavs, who are a league best 29-4. We'll hear from AD in the locker room coming up.
Access Sportsnet.
The game, it's Austin Reeves.
Yeah, you know, it has to be one of the most crafty ball handlers in the league because you don't know what he's going to do. You think he's going to pass, and all of a sudden he's turning the corner, spinning for a layup. You know, just a great game tonight. Just a better Cleveland team overall.
That's one of those which way did he go plays. You saw the defender like, where did he go?
AD scored 11 of his 28 in the third quarter. Let's go inside the Laker locker room. He's speaking with the media.
You guys had your chances tonight. Cavs were able to, I think it was a 19-5 run, end of the third into the start of the fourth. How were they able to separate from you guys?
They made a ton of shots, some tough shots, tough threes. The offensive rebounds, the ones they missed, you know, you go box out and hit the backboard. Jared Allen falls into it. You know, our defense where the guards are attacking downhill off of screen and roll. And, you know, I'm stepping up to contest, you know, and a lot of dump offs. I mean, you know, Jared Allen, 7 feet, you know, that you got, you know, AR, you know, small on them. And it's just tough to guard. So, and they did a good job putting us in rotation. I mean, it's a very good ball club. But every time that we, you know, we made a run, get back into the game, they made a run on their own.
I mean, JJ said that you guys got to play near perfect basketball. Any team does to beat the Cavs this year. That said, you guys played a lot better than you played them the last time. Where do you feel like your ball club is heading into 2025?
I think we're trending in the right direction. Tonight was a good night for us. You know, we just missed a ton of shots, wide open looks that we missed. You know, you make half of those, it's a different game. So I like where our ball club is. Obviously, you know, we got some new additions with Dodo and Shake, and I'm going to be able to get some practice time to get them more acclimated with, you know, what we do and try to fit them into our system. But, you know, I like the looks that they got tonight. But, you know, I think, you know, we can definitely be better, both ends of the floor. But, you know, I'm not disappointed where we are right now.
A little bit more time with these guys, but just first blush assessment of what it felt like with the new additions out there, and is it just time you think you need?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they got to get acclimated with our system. You know, Doe has some wide open looks, you know, that he's going to make. You know, he's really good defensively, you know, for our schemes and what we can do. You know, can guard 1 through 5, so, you know, it's a lot more that we can do defensively. You know, Shake score. He comes in, he, you know, made shots tonight, made some plays. So, you know, Tom, you know, definitely will help, you know, with them, with the transition and putting them into our system. But they're pros. I mean, they've been in the league long enough. You know, they can adjust, and, you know, we saw a glimpse of that tonight.
What's it like when the game flow is like it was tonight, where it seemed like you guys would push, get to like 3 or 5 or something, and then it'd be like,
yeah, they're a good ball club.
2 or 3 threes or something like that.
They're a good ball club, you know. You know, they're number 1 in the league, you know, for a reason. You know, like I said, anytime we make a push, you know, they make a run of their own to create more separation. You know, and you know, we got good looks, you know, that we missed, and they got looks that they made. You know, so that was the difference in the game.
They took 11 more threes than you guys. A lot of the best teams in the league are taking more threes than you guys take. Is that something that has to fundamentally change for you guys to beat the best teams in the league, or do you feel like there's still pathways?
Well, we just got to defend. You know, I don't think, I mean, obviously we could shoot more threes, but, you know, our key to winning is defense, and if we're not going to shoot, you know, more threes, then we have to defend, which we've been doing as of late. So I don't think we need to, you know, jack more threes just to, you know, compete with other teams. If our defense is there and we're running teams off the line, you know, holding them to one shot, you we did our job, and now we go down and try to score.
There have been lineups recently. JJ's gone to Rui at the backup 5. We know that DFS did some of that in Brooklyn as well. What are the keys to? Well, I'm LeBron. I guess True plays center in those situations as well. What are the keys to if that's going to be the lineup often for every position scaling up to you?
Communication. I mean, obviously Rui, I'm not accustomed to playing 5, but when we go that small ball, with him at the 5, or now we got Doe, he can play the 5. Just communicate, being in coverage, you getting reps at it, in practice, and knowing the coverages, is good for us. Offensively and defensively, where we can, kind of switch everything depending on the lineup that's out there. But, we just got to get reps at it, and, it's not something that he's used to, but, it can definitely, work once he gets used to it.
Without D'Lo, there's obviously a lot more opportunities for the guards. You have a lot more opportunities for Austin. How do you think he handled the increased volume? What did you see from him, particularly after kind of a rough first few 6 minutes?
Well, yeah, 36 tonight, 37, 35. I mean, he looked good to me. He's a hooper. I mean, obviously he had a little bit more on his plate, with ball handling responsibilities when, Gabe is out and then, Bron is out of the game. But, he's used to it. He's been in the league long enough now, where he know how to run the point guard position. So, gonna be more reps. He's ready for it, and we got the utmost confidence in him to run the point.
Last two.
AD, you played the Cavs twice now, so what makes Evan and Jared Allen unique as far as that two big lineup compared to a lot of other teams that might go too big?
They protect the paint very well. Even if one is helping, on the perimeter, you still got another guy down there who's very elite at shot blocking, 2 elite shot blockers and defensive players. So it just makes it a little tougher. But, you still got to find ways to score. But those 2 guys down there in the paint, clogging it up, altering shots at the rim, offensive rebounding, makes it a little bit tougher.
Do you feel like they're playing a different way, or they're being used differently than when you previously played the Cavs, or do you just feel like it's kind of what you've been used to over the last few years with those 2 being on the floor together?
I mean, like I said, Jared Allen's guarding me, so if you get by him, then here's Mobley, right there. So just got to make the right reads, and that's for anybody. Even when Mobley's guarding Bron, same thing. He's goes by him, and then here comes Jared Allen. So very unique. Not too many teams can do that, but we found ways to still score. I think they just got up a lot of threes today and made a lot of, especially big time shots.
Thank you, AD.
Big game. You look at AD's line, 28 and 13. He had the 5 stocks. He had the 4 assists, 12-23. Hit a couple of threes. It just seemed like everything was work too. I mean, it was a challenge tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting to trend consistently. Every night he's effective, whether he's scoring a lot of points, rebounding, blocking shots. He was just up against a 2-headed monster tonight in Mobley and Allen, who had 20 and 27 respectively. But AD, he's starting to find a way to be good every night and be impactful every night. And that's a good thing for him. If he can continue this and, continue to play with force. We talked about it in pregame, how he's starting to play with physicality, starting to look for the body to get the and ones and not shy away from it. So that's all good.
Yeah, the thing about AD is he's a competitor. He wants to win, and more important, he wants to be out the regardless if he's healthy or not, and that's the key to it, because if a healthy AD is on the floor, the Lakers have a chance.
Yeah.
No AD, they ain't got a chance. Snowball, what else goes with that sentence. And so for me, he's still playing great. He's still being aggressive, and I think now he's in a mode where he's in attack, and attack mode is going to get him to the free throw line. Even though he didn't shoot a lot of free throws tonight, I still like the fact that he was in attack mode.
All right, guys, Dorian Finney-Smith got some extended run in his first game with his new team, 21 minutes. We'll hear from Dodo when we return.